Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to our episode. Today we're going to touch on the astrological science or studies, which is all about astronomy, astrology, which they are interrelated. So astrology is the mother of astronomy. Both of them simply based on the study of celestial bodies. But astrology is more based on the personal life and not just the study of the stars or the cosmos. So in the astrology, I think we're going to look at let's begin. Shall we begin, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go straight in it. So since we're doing the videos on the esoteric teachings, astrology is one of them as well. Trying to predict the future, trying to see what is coming up. So let's begin, ladies and gentlemen. So astrology studies, I'll give an overview, then I'll go through the history as well. So we have to understand the background of astrology in the first place before we can apply it in our daily lives. So astrology, which is the mother of astronomy. So astrology is an ancient practice. So that studies the movements and relation or relative positions of celestial bodies to gain insights into human affairs and natural phenomena. So that is what the aim of astrology is all about. We want to gain insights into human affairs and natural phenomena, the things around us, around our environment, really, our surroundings. Then it is both a science and an art, so combining astrological knowledge with symbolic interpretations. So it is a science and art, like you have the drawings, the natal charts and all of that, and the signs themselves, astrological signs, which combine astrological knowledge with symbolic interpretations. So it's all about symbolism, really. So I'll begin with the natal chart here, just a quick example, really. If you look, this is natal chart. Then you can see the signs at the bottom. This is just a quick example on the natal chart, really. So the history of astrology, not astronomy, astrology, because they are interrelated. You can confuse one with the other. So if we delve back in the past, so the ancient origins, like the Mesopotamian. So astrology's roots trace back to the ancient Mesopotamia around the 3rd millennium BCE, like before the Common Era. Then the Babylonians developed the Zodiac and began associating celestial events with earthly occurrences. So without forgetting the Sumerians, I think they contributed to astrology because the Babylonian civilization borrowed from the Sumerians, the Egyptians borrowed from the Babylonian, then the Greek from the Egyptians, like that, and that the Romans from the Greeks. So that's how we adapt, really, the adaptation of astrology. Then the Egyptians refined astrology, they polish it. So integrating it with the calendar and religious practices, their own calendars and religious practices, like even the watch which you wear on your arm, really, like you have the 12 Zodiac signs from 1 to 12. All of that is based on the astrology. Then the Greeks, like the Greek scholars like Ptolemy, so synthesized Babylonia and Egyptian astrology. So we combine the Babylonian and the Egyptian astrology, producing key texts like the Tetrabiblos, that became the foundation for Western astrology. So the Greek took everything from the Babylonians and Egyptians, which gave us the Western astrology, which we use today, because most of the astrology is usually based on the Western astrology. Right? Then the medieval and the Renaissance Europe, like the Renaissance Europe. So medieval period, that is like astrology was integrated into medieval Europe thought, like the medieval Europe thought start developing the mind of the people. So with scholars like Thomas Aquinas and Roger Bacon studying its principles. Both of them studied the principles of astrology. Then we have the Renaissance, or the Age of Enlightenment in Italy, like a Renaissance. I think you studied that in the school, secondary school. So astrology experienced a revival during the Renaissance, influencing art, literature, and science. So astrology brought a touch in the art, science, and literature as well. So literature is like the books. Education is based on literature. So notable figures like Johannes Kepler and Galileo Galilei were also astrologers and astronomers sometimes. It is easy to confuse the two. So in the modern era, like in our world today, so like the 19th and 20th centuries, so astrology saw a resurgence with the Theosophical Society Theosophy simply means theology combined with philosophy. So, and the New Age movement, or the self-realization. New Age movement is all about self-realization, self-improvement. So, leading to the development of psychological astrology, psychological mind, the study of the mind, astrology, mind, emotions, and behaviors. So, the present day, like astrology remains popular, with widespread use in personal horoscopes, like psychological analysis and spiritual guidance. Then two, we'll look at the core concepts of astrology. So in the first one will be like the zodiacs, which simply means the steps. We have like 12 steps or zodiacs. So we have 12 signs of the zodiac. We have the cardinal, fixed, and mutable signs. So they're divided into three: cardinals, fixed, and mutable signs. So the zodiac is divided into 12 signs, each associated with specific personality traits and ruled by a particular planet. So the first one will be like Aries, which is associated with the planet Mars, Taurus, Venus. We have Gemini, Mercury. So you're Gemini, Mercury. Then Cancer, which is Moon, Leo, Sun, Virgo, Mercury, Libra. The balance is Venus, Scorpio. I have two planets, Pluto and Mars. We have Sagittarius, which is Jupiter, associated with Jupiter. Then we have Capricorn, Saturn. Then Aquarius, which is Uranus and Saturn, two planets as well. Then Pisces, Neptune, two planets as well, and Jupiter. So in this case, if you look the signs here, which I showed you from the beginning, it's like their symbols really. So the first one is the Aquarius. Start with the Aquarius. Then we go Taurus. So Aquarius is like the lamb. The Taurus is like the bull. Gemini is like the twins, two twins. Cancer is like the crab. Then Leo is the lion. Virgo is the virgin. Then Libra is like the balance, equilibrium really. Scorpio is just the Scorpio. Then Sagittarius is like someone shooting the arrow. Then you have the Capricorn, is like the goat or sea goat. That is what you call it really. It's like the unicorn or Capricorn. Aquarius is like the man carrying the water bearer. Yeah. Then Pisces is just the two fishes. So if you're born between March 21st March to April 19th, you are Aries. So Taurus is like April 20 to May 20. Gemini from May 21st to June 20. Cancer from June 21st to July 22nd. Leo July 23rd to August 22. So Virgo from the August 23rd to September 22nd. Libra September 23, October 22nd. Scorpio, so everyone who's born from October 23rd to November 22nd, I myself included, we are all in the Scorpio people. Then Sagittarius is like the people born from November 22nd to December 21st. Then the Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. Then Aquarius from January 20th to February 18th. So Pisces, the people are born from February 19th to March 20. Those are Pisces, the last sign. So in this case, we have like so here we have Aries, we have Taurus, we have Gemini, and Aries is Mars, Venus, Gemini, the planet. Mercury is like Taurus is Venus, Gemini is like associated with the planet Mercury. We have Cancer, Moon, and then Leo is the Sun, Virgo is Venus, Libra associated with Venus as well. Virgo is Mercury, Scorpio, two planets. We saw the Pluto and Mars. Sagittarius is Pluto. Is Jupiter. Capricorn is Saturn. Then we have Aquarius, Uranus, and Saturn. So Pisces, the two fishes, two planets. So they have Neptune and Jupiter. So houses or abodes of the zodiac. 12 houses. The 12 tribes of Israel, or 12 disciples or apostles of Jesus. 12, 12, 12. So 12 houses, the astrological chart is divided into 12 houses, each representing different areas of life, like example, self, wealth, communication, home. So the first house or the first sign, which is Aries, the head, is like the self. Second house, finance. Third house, communication. Fourth house, home, like family and all of that. Fifth house is creativity, associated with creativity. Sixth house is health, good health. So seventh house is partnerships. Eighth house is like transformation. 8th house is like the 8th sign, which is a Scorpio. Then we have the 10th house, which is career. Then 11th house is community. 12th house, which is Pisces, is associated with spirituality. So people are born in the age of Pisces are like associated with the spirituality. They are more spiritual, water sign. The planets, like we have the 7 traditional planets in astrology, which are in the old ages, in the ancient. So it's which are the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. They are called planets and not stars. So the modern additions were like the Uranus and the Neptune, then Pluto. Those 3. Pluto is still debatable in most cases as a planet. So the third one, we're going to look at the types of astrology, like the Western astrology. We have the tropical zodiac, which is based on the seasons and equinox. Equi meaning equal, nox meaning night, so equal night, something like that, or equilibrium, really, balancing. This is the times of the year when the Earth's axis is tilted neither toward nor away from the sun. So equinox really here, right, mostly in the astrology, when people are talking about astrology, it's just the times of the year when the Earth's axis is tilted neither toward nor away from the sun. So it's like equilibrium, really. So it is mostly focusing on the sun's position, like in the celestial, in the universe. So we have the sun sign astrology, which is simplified from commonly seen in horoscopes, which is simplified form commonly seen in horoscopes, based on the position of the sun at birth. So we have like the Vedic astrology, which is like the Jyotisha. We have the sidereal zodiac, which is like aligns with fixed stars, more closely matching the astrological positions, like in the universe. We have the Dasha system, which predictive technique using planetary position, like periods. So that's the Dasha system. They use like trying to predict it's a technique used to predict like using the planetary positions or periods in the sky. Then we have the Chinese astrology, which is like they have 12-year cycle as well. So each year is associated with an animal and element. So e.g. like the metal rat, water tiger. So in the Chinese astrology, you might be like a rat or tiger or lion or something like that. Then we have the lunar calendar, like the lunar is simply moon, solar is the sun. So lunar calendar is based on the lunar year. Then we have other systems as well, like the Maya astrology, which is based on the Solkin calendar, TZOLK-IN, Solkin calendar. That's the Mayan. Maya simply means like illusion or veil. So then we have the Hellenistic astrology, Hellenistic going back in Greece, the ancient time. So ancient Greek practices that heavily influence Western astrology. That's the Hellenistic astrology. Then 4, we look at the astrological chart interpretations. So the one which I showed you, like my natal chart, or quick example of natal chart. You can see you have around there. Then you have this, like the planets positioning there. You have the sun and the moon. So that's like an example of natal charts, really. So website, you can look at the www.astro.com. There's a good website, a great website to generate your own natal chart. So what you need to give in to generate the natal chart like this, astro.com, that's the website. Astro.com is ASD or o.com. So you need to give like your name, your date of birth, the place of birth as well, and the timing. Then we get precise natal chart. So they'll show you like the position, the ascending like the ascending position or planet, the midheaven. Ascending AC is like the horizontal. AC is like the ascending sign. The right side you get DC, which is like this is a Imam Koeli, or the bottom of heaven. Then you have MC at the top of natal chart, MC. I don't know if you can see it there at the top. So MC is like the midheaven. Then you have there's all AC ascending, MC midheaven, DC is like descending on the right hand side. Then IC, which is Im Kolim. Then you have like the tree that divided in 3 categories, like we have like cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Then we have the small box here. there, small box. It's not really visible, it's not too clear. Small box which is divided. So you have C, F, M at the top. Yeah. Then you have F, I, F, A, E, W, which is F simply stand for fire, A for air. Then E is earth, and the W is stand for water sign. So that's all which they give in natal chart really. And then they'll give an explanation on the boxes if you cannot read the natal chart themselves. So the natal chart can be found at www.astro.com. That's a quick website. So they give like a snapshot of the sky. So a natal chart is a map of the sky at the exact moment of an individual's birth, showing the positions of the sun and moon and planets. So in this case, they're saying the moon, the ascending sign, AC, ascending sign is in Aquarius, in Gemini. There's the Gemini there. Ascending sign is a Gemini, so this is the line which divides into four. You have one like that, another like that, from north, south, east, and west. So ascending sign is in Gemini. In this case, the sun sign is in Scorpio, moon sign also in Scorpio. All of them falls in Scorpio. Then we have the planet Venus. Venus, in this case, it is in the Venus is in Libra, then Mercury is in Scorpio. Mercury is like your love side, your intuition side. Then we have the snapshot of the sky, which simply means like this position of the moon, sun, and the planets as well. Then we have ascending sign, which is represented by AC, which ascending sign or rising sign. It's like the sign on the eastern horizon at birth, so indicating outward personality and appearance, which simply means how people view you or how you appear to the people really outside world. Then aspects like it's like the angles between planets, like AG, conjunction, opposition, and trine, that indicates how they interact. Then we have the predictive astrology, like transits. We have the current positions of planets in relation to the natal chart, indicating potential events and changes. So you're trying to predict crucial changes or key changes in your life really. Is it good or bad? Can I do something on this date or not? Can I postpone it? Can I do it today or this time or maybe next time? So progression is like symbolic method, moving the chart forward in time, like in the future, reflecting internal growth. So there's like the progression, try to predict it as well. So then we have the synastry and the composite charts. So relationship astrology. So you're trying to see, can you compact with this sign like the Scorpio with the Gemini, or Scorpio with Libra, to water signs, or water sign with the air sign, or fire sign with the air, or earth sign with the water? Can they go with each other? Can they compact really compatibility? So relationship astrology is like comparing charts of two individuals to access the compatibility, trying to see if they match. Then the composite chart, which is a single chart created from the midpoints MC between two natal charts representing the relationship itself. Then 5 of the practical application, like the purpose of astrology. Why do we need it? Or is it useful in daily life? Or why people use it? Or why people still stuck on using astrology? So the benefit is like the self-understanding. Try to understand yourself really in daily life. So it's like the personality analysis. So using the natal chart to gain insights into one's character, a person's character. Is he good, bad, evil? So those are the things which you're trying to predict. Is he mean or kind, generous? So person's character, strength and weaknesses as well. The life purpose of astrology, or the application of it, is like identifying areas of life that is significant for growth and fulfillment really, trying to identify bad attributes and then convert those into positive attributes. Then guidance and decision making, like predictions in the futures, like timing, using traits, transits and progressions to choose favorable times for important actions, like is this the right time to take action, or I have to postpone it? So something like that. So Korean relationships as well, understanding vocational aptitudes and relationship dynamics. So you want to know, am I compatible with this sign or not? Like to water signs, or water and air sign, or water and fire, or water and earth. So those are like compatibility. Can we go together like in a relationship? Like matching, really, something like that. So I say, like, if we want the couple matching, I think astrologers will be the best people to choose to do the matching for people. So in the case of the spiritual growth as well, like the soul path, like exploring deep spiritual purposes and the karmic lessons. So the laws of karma is like cause and effect. Every cause has effect, every effect is a cause. What goes around comes around, something like that. So meditation and rituals as well. So aligning with planetary system, the cycles for spiritual practices. Then 6, we look at the criticism and debates. Some people say good, some say bad, some say too biased. So some scientific skepticism, really. Like they say there's a lack of empirical evidence. Like critics argue that astrology lacks scientific validation and is based on subjective, not objective interpretation. Then we have confirmation biases as well. So tendency to see corrections that confirm beliefs, ignoring contrary evidence, like correlations, like the relationship or the link. So to see correlations that confirm beliefs, ignoring contrary evidence. So the astrologers' defense, the people who use astrology, who like astrology, who say astrology is not evil, who says astrology is scientific, who say astrology is useful in daily life. So this is their defense or debate as well. So they say like a symbolic system. So astrologers argue that the astrology is a symbolic language. So trying to decode the symbols, really, not a predictive science. That's what they say. Then the anecdotal evidence, like many users and practitioners report personal validation and benefits. The people who use astrology or have been reading astrological charts or natal charts, they say most of the readings actually match up with their lives or personalities. Then 7 will be learning astrology. Where can we learn it? Where can we gain the insights? Where can we become masters as well or graduate in the subject of astrology, like self-study? Can learn it through books and online resources. I had one astrology book as well, which came from the East, India. They still have core astrology as well. Just a small book showing each sign and the compatibility, like water sign with the fire, fire with air, air with earth. So books and online resources, like numerous books online, websites and online courses are available for beginners. So if you want to learn, I think you might buy a book on astrology. Great book on astrology, or go online, go on YouTube as well. Is a great source for information. Everything now, all the information is at your fingertips. It's up to you to get the time, really, and get yourself organized to learn, to increase your intellect. Then the formal educations, like the astrology schools. The people are serious with the astrology schools. They have schools for astrology, teaching astrology, like hidden astrology. It's like esoteric knowledge as well. So the institution offering structured courses and certifications as well. You might graduate, you might have a master's or PhD in astrology, like workshops and seminars, which are opportunities to learn from experienced astrologers. Like I said, YouTube as well can be good. So in summary, what can we say about astrology? Is it useful in our daily life? Can we see in the future with our naked eyes? Can we penetrate in the future? Is it beneficial to know what is coming up in the future, or just live in ignorance? You don't know what is coming on tomorrow. You just live for today in the present. But if you don't prepare for the future, then we'll be surprised day and night. So in the summary, I say astrology is a multifaceted discipline that blends astronomy, mythology and psychology, and spirituality. All of them are blending astronomy, mythology. Then we have the psychology, which is study of mind and emotions, and spirituality. All of them are blending astrology. So whether approached as a tool for personal insights, a method for predicting future trends, or our spiritual practice, astrology offers a rich and a complex system of knowledge that continues to captivate and inspire people worldwide. So I think astrology is good, in my opinion, my noble opinion. So for people who want to look in the future, in my side, my sign is a Scorpio. Scorpio people, if you look at the Scorpio, our planet is like the Pluto and Mars. So Pluto is like hidden, Mars is like the god of war. We want war, challenges, really. But Scorpio is like hidden behind inside the rock. Sometimes we can come out, sometimes we can be shy, sometimes we can work on your weaknesses as well. Intuition, try to activate the communication side, the fifth chakra, the sixth is the third eye. The fifth chakra is a communication, the throat chakra. When you activate that, then you start communicating with the world like I'm doing now, trying to work on my weaknesses really, to turn all of those into benefit my strength. So like, comment and subscribe, and tell us what is your sign in the comment section. Don't forget to share with your family and friends. Thank you again. See you in the next episode. Bye.